So we're definitely at Cedar Point today, on day one of our trip here. And we're starting off with a train ride. We're starting off this vlog on a train because we want to see the whole park first.
So we want to get the lay of the land.
Yeah, so let's check out Cedar Point. Okay, here we go. Up over here is Steel Vengeance, their newest coaster, I believe. I think it's like a 2-hour wait or something like that. Here's the sign for Steel Vengeance. Ooh. This is Boneville. Oh wow. It's a neat little thing they have. And the animatronics move. They have another one over here on the other side of the train. Apparently they really like skeletons. Wow, they keep on coming with these bone things. Oh wow. And that's actually a real flame. Here's another one of their coasters. I wish I knew what they were called, but I will soon. Oh, that looks like a fun twist. Exiting. I really like the skeletons on that. It is fun. Not many of the trains we've been on have like midway scenes like that, where like Disney has their dinosaur whole scheme. So yeah, it's actually nice for a change, you know, having another park not owned by Disney have a scene like this. It's kind of cool. They have a tiny car ride. I love it. More parks need to have these type of rides. So our first coaster is Cedar Creek Mine Ride. Okay, so first ride or second ride of the day done in the mine train is a fun ride. My personal preference for the mine trains is always that they actually go through a mine or a tunnel. But this one doesn't, but it's still fun. Crystal, what do you think of it?
I feel it the same way. I would really prefer it to go through a mine and give you a little more immersive aspect. But it's still pretty decent. It's a good second ride for us.
Yeah?
Check it out.
So up next is Livery Square Antique Cars, as I believe is what it's called. Here's a view of some of the cars that seem to be out of commission right now. So you can get a good feel for, you know, what they look like. So Crystal and I wouldn't fit in the same row, so I'm on my own and she's up front. Let's go. So I have my chauffeur Crystal here. She's just taking me around the lake, you know. Birds, get out of the way! Get out of the way! Ah! There's a storm incoming! What are we gonna do? Oh, there's her newest coaster, Steel Vengeance. We're gonna go through a bridge. Look at that bridge! Crystal, can you drive us safely through the bridge?
I don't know about that, but I'll give it my best shot.
Here we are on the bridge. Oh, you almost hit the side. Oh, you did hit the side. Ah! Okay, our ride is over. On to get some food. As we walk to go get food, you can see what the clouds look like now. It is so dark. So we're hoping the thunder doesn't hit anytime soon, or else they close down all the rides practically. We're crossing the railroad tracks. We're on our way back to the front of the park. That's where the food is. So I think this one is called Top Thrill Dragster. And it is a huge roller coaster. We're gonna try and do it tomorrow, but oh my gosh, it is so big. And most of the time, for every like tall coaster I've seen, they have like a ladder or like stairs to get to it. This one, it looks like they have an actual elevator that actually takes employees to the top. That's how tall it is. You need an elevator. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it looks like the supports for this actually shake a little bit. It's hard to see, you know, unless it's in person. But I think after it launches up this, it shakes it back and forth so much. So you know it's a fast coaster when they give you stands where you can watch people go on Top Thrill Dragster. Because there's a launch right there. That's the launch for it. So it looks like they're actually taking people off the ride. They're reversing it over there because it looks like it closed down due to the wind. So yeah, you can see it over there. They're slowly reversing it, which is the first I've ever seen a coaster actually reversing off of the lift hill portion. So that's kind of interesting. So yeah, they actually took the people off the ride. A lot of people are leaving the queue because it is very windy. I don't know if you can see the wind over there, but it is shaking the trees, and I guess if the wind gets too high, it could actually cause the train to reverse back down the tracks because it's going to be very windy at the top there. So as we were walking by Top Thrill Dragster, we actually saw that they had like 5 ride vehicles on the track at the same time, which is like, what? It's a single like loop with one launch. Most parks would only have 1 coaster. This has 5, so they figured out how to load and unload people properly here. So here's their corkscrew. And I don't know what ride that is, but it looks fun. So I don't know if you can see the ground here, but it is raining now. So it's almost certain that every single roller coaster in the park is probably being shut down. All the seats inside were full, so we have to sit outside. It's basically sprinkling on us a little bit. So we got cheeseburgers from Coasters Dive In. What is that?
I actually got the grilled chicken sandwich.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so this is what they look like. And let's dive in, but they look kind of plain and basic, but it's food. So upon first bite, it's just a basic cheeseburger, you know, it's nothing to gloat about. Fries are okay. Crystal, what do you think of your chicken burger?
I've tried it first where it was just the chicken and the cheese with the bun, and then I added in my own tomatoes and onion. The chicken itself is really nice and tender and fresh. I was shocked. It's real easy for places like this to make chicken real dry too. They did a good job. It just doesn't have much flavor, so you gotta add something to it.
So we're checking out what rides are open. Basically all the roller coasters are down as far as we can tell. But we're headed back to Camp Snoopy. Looks like a few rides back here are running. So it does look like all of Camp Snoopy is running. So yeah, if you ever caught in a storm and you have a kid, bring them here to Camp Snoopy. So we're on this ride. I've never been on one of these before. Should be fun. They spin you around. Okay, so that was my first time doing one of these things. And with reason. With reason. You just spin. Who enjoys that? You just spin.
It spins so fast that it feels like one of those fair rides where your whole body gets suctioned back and you're like, I can't move, I'm pulled to the back. Yeah, that was intense. I don't know how they list it only as thrill, like level 3 moderate thrill ride. That is higher.
Yeah.
That's intense.
But yeah, we're just doing stuff, you know, while it's raining and not many rides are open, but don't do that.
Linus's Beetle Bugs is what this one is called.
Okay, side note, since I probably just put footage over our previous talking points while we were talking, it looks, you know, not that intense, but it feels intense. I just wanted to show off these lights here on this pathway. It makes for a very pretty view at night. And also, I don't know, the clouds are so dark. It's also a combination of sort of getting nighttime-ish, but yeah, the clouds are just so dark right now. There's still a select few people waiting for the roller coasters trying to get that last ride in. It's not guaranteed though, because it is still raining. So we are headed out of the park. Okay, right before we exited the park, we actually saw that people were getting on Magnum XL 200. Where I said, you know, it's not guaranteed they get on it, so we're gonna try and get on it right now. So we were lucky enough to see that Magnum was still running, so we were able to do it. And it's incredible. There's this one tunnel at the end that's full of like this light, and it's very
trippy and fun.
makes for a spectacular ride. Yeah, so we got on it luckily very, very fast. It was a walk-on. And then we did, what was that called? The next coaster. Yes, we did corkscrew twice in the front row. There's only 4 people total on the ride, including ourselves, so they let us just keep doing it. So that part was nice.
It felt almost like our own private coaster train.
Oh, and then we also saw a rollback of Top Thrill Dragster where it didn't clear over the hill.
That was amazing! When he first told me about it, I thought he was kidding. I thought that was not really a thing, or it'd be like super incredibly rare, like, I can't even come up with the odds. We got to see it, and that was amazing! Yeah,
it's kind of incredible. Everybody that was on the ride just started clapping because they knew, well, I think it's rare. I don't know how often it happens. If you do, tell us below in the comments. But yeah, that was pretty cool. So now we're off to go check out the other 2 coasters for the evening, for the pass holder event. Maverick and Steel Vengeance.
For Platinum pass holders, they keep the park open for an hour. For 2 coasters, it'll rotate. It's usually, I think, once a week or once a month. I'd have to double check. But it's a nice little pass holder park.
So they actually have rocking chairs here. I don't know if you guys know this, but yeah, they have rocking chairs. Looks like they have a little game here. So here's another one of those skeletons. And I guess it's Boneville. I guess Boneville is like a huge like themed land. Maybe that's what the western land we're in is called, Boneville. And that might be why they have so many bone people around. I don't know if you can hear this song, but that's the Westworld music that they're playing over here at Steel Vengeance. And just look at these curves. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. So we decided not to wait in line for Steel Vengeance or Maverick tonight, mostly because it was already like 10:30 and they hadn't yet opened up the line for Platinum pass holders. Apparently Crystal was saying that the 1 hour bonus starts after they start letting pass holders in. So they have to run through the whole regular line, right?
Yeah, they let everybody get into line up until closing, which for tonight was 10 o'clock. Then they run through all those people, and then after that, and everybody's out and off the ride, then they'll start to open up the line for the Platinum pass holders. And that time is when the 1 hour clock goes down.
Okay. That's kind of interesting. So yeah, we decided not to wait, because tomorrow we need to be up bright and early, full of energy, because we are getting a pass holder, not a pass holder, one of the express bands, where we get on all the rides, basically, fast as possible.
And we're still planning on taking advantage of our early morning hour.
Yes, that is true too. So yeah, we are finally headed to the exit for the last time tonight. I think we've walked by this big Snoopy like 6 times. It's seemingly a lot. Okay, we're once again at the exit. Magnum is not running. The only 2 rides that are Steel Vengeance and Maverick. But we're not gonna do those. Okay, so it was a fun, half day here at Cedar Point. We got to see the whole park, which was, I think, the whole point of the, just us being here, wandering.
Just sort of getting used to it, because we know that it's really huge. So it takes a little while to get oriented with everything and kind of lay down a plan of attack, because it's one thing always when you read about things online, and it's very different when you start to see it in person and get the idea too of how far things are.
And for myself, I don't read about it online because I don't like spoilers. I like to see a park for the first time in person, so it was quite the experience.
Yeah, fundamental difference between just blindly go planner. That is really how you would decide. That is how you would define us in life in general, our personalities.
But yeah, it was a good day. We're going to be up and early tomorrow for the magic hour, as Crystal calls it, for Platinum pass holders.
That would be an extra hour.
Extra
early morning hour tomorrow that we get. It's for Platinum pass holders or for hotel guests.
Yes, and we're both. So
yeah.
We should get double magic hours.
If only it worked that way.
But yeah, we're also going to get one of those express pass wristbands so we can go on
Yeah.
all the rides super fast because we were looking at the line today and it's crazy busy.
Yeah, many coasters will likely have 2-hour waits, and at that rate, you're not getting much done, and this park costs so much. From every single forum I've read, everybody's always like, okay, you have to get the band at least one day, especially if you're only going to come for one day.
Yeah, we only have 2 days and we had, you know, the short half day. But yeah, it was a good park. We'll be
Yeah,
back
can't wait to
tomorrow
go.
for day 2. See ya.
Bye!